So thin shots and heavy shots can come from the same problem. Here's a shot where I was attempting to lift the golf ball in the air or intentionally get the lowest spot of my circle by my right foot. So you'll see the club approaching the red line, touching the red line, and now starting to rise up away from the red line. And my body was going backwards trying to help that golf ball in the air. So this is scenario number one, is I have my low spot too far backwards and I can miss the ground and still collect the golf ball in the middle or on top. So here's scenario two, is attempting the same task. Here the golf club touches the red line somewhere between this frame and this frame, and the club's actually starting to work upwards. And I got lucky enough that I got just underneath the center of the equator of the golf ball to get that golf ball in the air. And as you're watching these frames here, take a look at the grass in this area. You'll see that the grass is moving. That's another result of having the low spot or the arc too far behind the golf ball, trying to get that golf ball in the air. So in this scenario, if I had the golf club even lower, I'd make a divot behind the golf ball, and then the divot would get in between the club face and the ball, making the ball project off at a slower pace and not go very far. And here's one more just for fun. I moved the low point to my left foot here, so you'll see the club's actually descending on the ball, but did not get low enough, and that club collided with the top of the golf ball, and that collision pushed the golf ball down into the turf. And then the golf ball is now coming out of the turf. And if I back up these two frames, you'll see that the golf club's still continually traveling downwards, but the collision pushed the club upwards as well. So there's two ways of having a top shot. This would be the second scenario, having the club too high and collecting the top of the ball. And the first scenario would be a golf club that's too low back behind your trail foot and rising up through the ball. I just don't have a clip where I could actually accomplish that, but you can see the two differences that can make a top shot.